Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we are live. What the hell is up? How y'all doing?
Oh, fantastic,
great,
fantastic.
yeah.
Hell yeah, man.
How you been, bro?
Pretty good, pretty good.
I'm
lying.
Get with
I
you guys
fucking
again.
this fucking car this week, man, fucking killed me.
Oh,
Oh
dude.
no, really?
So what was wrong with it? What ended up
It
being
was just a
wrong?
battery.
Oh man, thank God it was just a battery though. That's
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
good.
gonna say, man, that's.
I mean, even though they're expensive as
but-
shit nowadays, but
Yeah, dude, it cost me to
you
get
know,
it towed because I wasn't sure it wasn't the alternator, so I had to get it checked.
yeah,
You know,
right,
so to
right.
Get it towed and get a battery in the car was $500.
Oh yeah, dude, a towed. That's gonna be $200, man.
dude, that's some
It's like-
serious toy
Tow
money
was
gone,
only
dude.
90, brother.
Oh really? Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah, this shop took care of me because I mean the battery I think was like 290. So like for a
Oh, man.
diagnostic and the labor to put a battery in, they charged me $100.
That's not too bad, man.
Not at
Yeah,
all.
that's-
My thing is my dealership because my cars always break down here in like where I live, right? We had like battery issues with one of our cars, and I think we still do. But our dealership
Wolfie.
where we always had to take it to was like 2 towns away, so it's like a 20-minute drive, man.
Oh Jesus Christ.
So
They always give me for $200. Now it's covered on my insurance, so like we get reimbursed or whatever. But it's like I just hate having my money tied up like that, man.
Oh no, of course.
Yo, Kate was fucking stuck in St. Pete, which is a little over an hour away. So like, I was freaking the fuck out.
Yeah, that's not cool, dude. That's the worst when you do like if something does happen to your car and you're like far from home. Oh man, that's terrible, dude. I
So that's an hour.
Yeah.
It's not fun,
Yeah,
man.
so that's like if you Uber, that's gonna be like probably like 80 to $100.
Ooh.
And
then you have to do
on
it
a
again,
Saturday
and then-
night, dude.
Yeah. So like she got it jumped and it came home, and then as soon as she got it in the driveway, like I popped off the hangout and went out there and tried to start it, and no, it was fucking gone. And like
Yeah.
I didn't, if it was an alternator, I knew like if it was an alternator, it was going to be the battery too, because
Right.
that means that when I was jumping it, it went
yeah.
through the battery to the alternator. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, we had battery.
So that would have been like $1,000.
Yeah, the full.
know.
Hey, dude, count your blessings there, man.
No
sweat.
shit, dude.
Dude, we had.
I mean-
Malibu, man. We've had all these battery issues with like the ignition stuff, and it's like 2017, like a late 2017 car. I
Well-
don't know what was up, but it's like we haven't had to pay anything into
Yeah.
it. It's still under warranty. But I mean, I remember with my old car, I had to leave that bitch in a Walgreens parking lot with the keys in it. Like
Yeah.
it was so like I put the key in, and it was so dead, like wouldn't even click nothing.
Oh
And-
man. And the
and-
cylinder locked on you?
Yeah, wouldn't like let me take the key out, dude. So I was like, and it's literally a block away from my house. So it was after like a wrestling meet. It's like 8:30, and I stopped at Walgreens to get milk for the kids or whatever. I had to stop and get something on my way home, and I'm like, I gotta fucking leave it here with the keys in. So I like
Yo.
walked
Oh,
the
man.
inside and then
Yo,
closed it
imagine, dude, if something had happened to you on the way, you were going to get milk for your kids, and all they would have found was your car and the fucking keys in it. They would have been like, "This motherfucker did the fucking."
Oh shit.
yeah. Like if I didn't have my phone on
Jesus
me or
Christ,
something, like
dude.
this, I'm just walking because I walked home. That's exactly what I did. I
Yeah.
just
Well,
walked
yeah. I mean,
home,
yes.
you know, like a
You're like,
block
well,
away.
shit.
Especially
man.
where I lived then, I literally was a block away from it.
Mm.
But yeah, dude, that was
Yeah,
that was dicey, but it ended up being okay. But I was like, here's the thing, man.
Hmm.
If you break into my car, like there's never anything where I don't leave anything worth taking in my cars. I feel like people
Yeah.
aren't stealing radios anymore, stereos anymore.
Yeah.
So it's like the only thing worth
Yeah.
value is the car itself. But then, like in that case, like, hey, dude, if you can start it, hit me up. I'll let you borrow it for the weekend.
He's like, yeah, be my guest, man. Go ahead, fire the bitch up,
Please,
go.
please figure it
You-
out. Yeah,
Yeah, if you can figure it out, it's all yours. You deserve it.
struggling over here. Yeah,
Yeah, Anna freaks out because I don't like at home. I don't lock my car at home, and her and
I
RJ
don't
always
either,
lock their
man.
cars.
Yeah,
But,
yeah. It's
you
like
know,
that in my house, dude. I never do. Jackie does, and
Yeah, I don't like, and she's always like giving me shit about it. She's like, "You don't lock your damn car up," and I'm like, "Look, if they're gonna come steal shit from my car and in my driveway, I'd rather them just open the door and don't bust my windows out. Fuck it,
Right, yeah.
yeah.
Well, dude,
I
I,
just don't
I
want to
was
do more
reading
damage.
this. I was reading this article, like people who live like in the Bay Area, like it was
Yeah.
so bad, and it might still be that bad that they were like leaving, like in their SUVs, leaving their trunks open, just to be like, look, like there's nothing in here.
Yeah,
But just
look, dude, there's
don't
nothing in
smash
it.
my fucking windows, man. Don't smash my windows.
Yeah. Or don't
Dude,
fuck up
they
the
have that-
truck.
They have that fucking problem down here. All these people leave their cars unlocked, and these kids know it, and they just go through the neighborhoods robbing everybody that leaves their doors unlocked.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
damn, dude.
But it's like the thing for that is like it's not even lock your car, don't lock your car, don't leave shit in your car, man.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah, well, I mean,
a lot
that's
of people leave like they'll like leave their guns in their center consoles and their glove
Yeah, I
boxes.
think I've
And stuff. I know
got-
that's like a bit like one of the most stolen items
Yeah.
from cars, man, is handguns.
Fucking
Which
under
is like
the
just
seat.
yeah, dude, just like be careful. I don't know. I mean, I could see maybe I leave like my wallet, but like I wouldn't fuck around with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's-
Yeah. Dude, I got nothing but clothes in my car. They go and be like, man, who the fuck has got an old coats and back there and shit? Some
I got-
sweatshirts and shit.
I got all my
Russ is
dice
just-
and role playing shit in the back of the car.
Yeah,
Yeah,
hey,
really.
Russ is just ready for Anna to throw him out, dude. He's
Yeah,
just-
pretty
uh,
much.
He's got an extra change of clothes in the car.
Hey, dude,
man.
in the winter, if it's in the winter time, I want to make sure I'm completely warm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
What if I got to
yeah.
sleep in that bitch? Got to use a coat for a blanket. You know what I'm saying? I'm always
Yeah.
ready to go.
All right, man.
That is some wild shit, dude.
Yo,
Oh my god.
BotCon.
Oh yeah,
New Jersey.
yeah.
Hey, that's awesome, man.
That's with you. It sucks. And Anna, this is funny. Anna just got done doing the inventory, and they've already got her next inventory scheduled. Okay, and she's got to do another one in fucking BotCon weekend. And I told her, I said, well, I may go up for a couple of days myself. And
Dude,
she said,
that'd be cool, man.
yeah, she actually told me, she said, if you want to do that, I'll book a fucking hotel for you. Go on. I was like, oh shit. So I may go up there for a couple of days. You know,
I'm heavily trying to do it.
well, you just had to unload $500. You got to start saving some dough.
Yeah.
I don't blame you. Just shit. I haven't been to too many conventions at all over the past few years. So I'm like, I wanted to go to BotCon last year since I couldn't. One was Anna wasn't able to do it, and I didn't want to go out. I didn't want to go down there without her. But the other one was we just couldn't swing the money for it.
I
the
couldn't
time,
either.
You know?
That was
It was a
wait, that
bad
was
time.
was last year the one that was in Tennessee.
Yeah, it was in
Yeah.
Nashville, I
Okay,
believe.
yeah.
and-
So yeah, that was I was the same. That was because we bought a house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
Right.
when we bought our house and like we put like
and
every last dime, and it's like now money wise, like we're good. We're like I could
yeah,
think about flying somewhere, but I just don't know.
Sweet.
that
Yeah,
also
boy.
that was. I mean, I'm not saying it was.
I'm
It
gonna
wasn't
try
crazy
my
expensive,
best,
but it was
Wolf.
expensive.
I really will, brother.
It was like the hotels. It was a brand new hotel, and I felt like they were charging a pretty good amount of money for the rooms, dude. So,
Yeah.
But,
So,
you
like,
know.
Nashville, like that's a 4 hour. I guess all I pay for is a hotel, right?
Yeah.
So it's so close, but
yeah.
it was just like it was too tight right then.
Well,
Right
this
then at that
this
time, man.
it's gonna be in this like indoor theme park kind of
Dude,
place,
yeah, that
which
place
is
looks awesome,
kind of
man. I was looking at all the
badass.
photos and stuff like
Yeah.
it's cool. So for Eric, like he always rolls with the whole family, like they're gonna have shit to do. Where it's like you'd think
Yeah.
like a con like that, like there'd be a lot of stuff for kids, but there's really not. Like
right,
it's not
right.
like- it's like if I got
Yeah.
my kids in the dealer room, I'm telling them don't fucking touch anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So, but it's like
yeah,
it's cool to have something like that on site that
sure.
like something you could do if you're bringing your family and your young
Yeah.
kids and stuff.
I thought that was the coolest thing though. One year where Cal and Ian were playing in fucking Agabus's booth.
Yeah, man.
Like they were just
awesome.
they were
That
just
was
sitting there
awesome.
passing phones back and forth. And,
Yeah, just doing whatever they were doing, man.
That's fun, dude. Why not,
Yeah,
man?
he
Shit,
says the room rates for BotCon are pretty good this year.
that's good, and that's good. I mean, so I'm I'm hoping I can just get an
It's
Anna's not gonna be with me,
Yo,
so I can be on the cheap
Do
place.
you
I
have
don't care.
to pay for the room as soon as
Right.
you book it?
I think you usually have to put like a down. It's like they take your credit card for like a hold or something like that. But I don't think they bill it out right away. What they usually do is they bill out like $50 or something like that when you go to check in. Like there's like a $50 charge they take right away. And that most hotels charge like a charge, and it's so that it's like a covers any damage done to the room or anything like that. It's like a surcharge kind of that they do for hotels. I don't know that every hotel does it, but I thought that I think they do pretty much. It's like the industry thing, but I don't know that's not like a right away thing. I usually don't get that. I think until they check you in. So I'm pretty sure, but I'm gonna try to go. I haven't seen.
I'm booking it right now.
I haven't seen a lot of people in a long time either. I'd love to hang out with some of those people, motherfuckers.
Dude,
Shouldn't visit me by.
And
in person.
This is another one. Wait, when is this one? It's in August.
It's in August. Yeah.
Dude, that literally is just like for me the worst time.
Yeah, because you're going back to work in August, don't you?
Yeah,
aren't you
dude,
starting?
it's
so
tough. It's tough to take off. Like it's always like the second week. It's
yeah,
to take off that early in the year.
Yeah, it's gonna be like the 20. What is it? The 26th or 20?
Yeah,
I can't remember what the day is. It's like that weekend of like the 26th through something. I don't remember, but it starts on Thursday. I know that. It's,
in the chat, because I can't pay for it right now, but do they charge you right this second for the room or what?
I don't think they do.
Yeah, somebody let me know.
But yeah, it's literally like the last weekend in August, I think.
Yeah.
What it is. So it's like but I don't know, man. I might just drive. I'm not gonna be. I might drive it Friday morning. What I do is just drive it. Just leave early as fuck Friday. I'll leave at like 4 o'clock in the morning. Probably about 6.5, 7 hours, maybe.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah,
it's not too
they're
bad.
going to charge you right away. I can't do
they are going to charge you right away. Okay, yeah. I didn't know if they do. Anna usually handles that shit, so I don't know. But I didn't think they did. But yeah, it'll be a little bit of a haul. But if I leave like super early in the morning, I'll be all right. I'll just give me some coffee. I'll stop and grab some breakfast somewhere and then just fucking
yeah.
There's a deposit,
and then you'll be on that adrenaline energy, Russ.
I know.
You'll be excited, bro. You'll be wanting to kick it, man.
Yo,
it's gonna be exciting, dude. I mean, go to bed early Thursday night.
You said adrenaline, and I'm thinking about BotCon, so I'm thinking about like other people. Yo, congratulations to Gary fucking Allen,
dude.
bro.
Okay, I didn't hear what happened.
Yo,
he did like a bodybuilding competition. Won.
Did he really?
He won first total overall and
God damn,
and first in the tall fucking thing. So he won, dude. He did as good he possibly could, basically.
Yeah,
I guess.
Yeah, Herculean motherfucker. I swear.
Right? Well, I told him that, man.
Yo, his back was so.
He had like
ripped.
that. What they call like the Christmas tree thing, where you could like do like all the zigzags.
I wonder. I haven't seen him in a few years. I wonder if he's bigger than he used to be. Than he was. I wonder if he's swole up more or he's cut more.
Yeah, he's cut as shit, bro.
Well, he was pretty cut, but not me. I bet he's more cut now because I bet he's been working out like a motherfucker.
Well,
I'll bet he is.
Like, a guy like that.
I wouldn't want to be around him like when he's competing, man.
Yeah, dude.
Man.
You'd see him wrestle, like any of us would see him, be like, "Man, this dude looks lean as fuck." But like to him, he'd be like, "No, I'm fat. I got all this water."
Yeah.
Like it's a cool thing to do because I told him I was like, "Dude, it takes like a ton of work to do that, but then like it also takes big balls to get up on the stage, man." Like,
sure, it does.
That's like I love to see that.
That's
people. Like,
that's really good.
That's
man.
a dude that always pushes his limits. I love that shit.
Well,
it's like the health thing, but not just for its sake. Like he's like competing, man. Like, and that's like the ultimate motivator, man.
Yeah, what I've always loved about him is he's always a respectful person to everybody. There's a lot of dudes that I've met that are like, big and muscular and strong, and they mock everybody. That doesn't have the cut. He's never. If anything, he wants to help you be better.
Yeah.
You know, he's never been and that's what I love about him. He's always been a good dude, man. And go, hey, congratulations, man. That's amazing. That's really cool. I that's like some Arnold Schwarzenegger shit.
Facebook after the show, Russ. He's got photos and stuff, man. Dude,
I'm about to check it out, dude.
He looks like a monster.
I've got to start going on Facebook more. I've been kind of like detoxing from it a bit, and I need to go on it more because I'm missing shit like crazy. Like my sister been posting up pictures of my niece and nephew. I ain't been seeing that shit. She's like, "Didn't you see it?" I mean, no.
What soups is that?
The Revel Tech one. I put a different head on them though.
So is that like Injustice, dude? Or?
No, just like the new 52. I think is the suit that they went with for this. But like, dude, Revel Tech, I think they make figures that look cool, but you have to put work into them. Like their heads so bad 100% of the time. Like everyone you gotta. Yeah, so like I had to buy like a $32 fucking DC Direct Superman, pull the head off, and literally just throw the body away because the body was so bad. Like I can't even do anything with it. Like,
it's like the head sculpt is nice, but the body sucks. But then
yeah.
See that's a McFarlane thing too. Like I feel like McFarlane doesn't do faces very well, and it kills me because I'm like,
Yule?
Hey Yule, what's up, bud? Holy shit, man.
Yeah, well, McFarlane, like it's like I feel like they have the ability to, but they just botch some stuff, man. Like
dude,
they got
me and Russ were arguing before you got in here about McFarlane and Hasbro.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah, but
I'd love to get into some of that stuff, man. With their,
you know what the worst thing is though.
Yeah.
Let me tell you what the worst thing is when you're arguing Nick. The worst thing is when you feel like you got a strong argument, and then Nick fucking makes sense and makes you totally rethink your argument.
Hey, dude.
I'm like, God damn you.
Nick doesn't come to the table unless he's done his homework, man.
It's fucking great. He totally knocked me down a peg from bashing Hasbro, for their pricing increases and shit, to making me think, well, maybe the price increases are warranted because they do a better product,
Dude, yeah, I mean, I would say that till the cows.
There's no fucking way anybody in their right fucking mind should be comparing the $60 Todd McFarlane car to the Hellcharger.
Yeah,
dude, I know. Well, so like that debate, like when that stuff came out, I just had like a moment where I was like, I had nothing going on, and it was popping off, and I was in the group chat, so I was like going off about it and just saying like, yo, I think this is, and like I was optimistic about it. And what I said before the show came on, I was like, if they could do if I could just get like a comic-ish Batmobile that's made out of the fucking shampoo bottle plastic for $50-$60, dude, I don't care. I can put some work into it and make it
right.
It look
yeah,
great.
no, that's true.
But and EE was like in the chat, he was like, I know this is people are gonna be like, well, if they can do this and Hasbro can, and I was like,
no.
and I was thinking that I was like, it's so stupid to compare the things, and that was his point, I think, and he was right, which is like you can't compare and contrast. You can't compare those things, apples and oranges.
I think what they're doing is they're trying to compare it because the point they're trying to make is they just believe that everyone. And I feel this about Hasbro too. I do. I feel that Hasbro takes these opportunities anytime they can to just stick it to us, price wise. I really do. I feel like they do, and I feel like that's the problem people are having. But y'all are right. Trying to compare that Batmobile to that car, it's not the same. I know that, and then most people know that.
I would say that. I would agree with that, Russ, if they came out with a product and the products were really similar, like if this McFarlane car had all the bells and wheels, had light up shit, like came with figures or whatever, was made of a different type of plastic. But I mean, you could see in the videos, and it's like more than you can see.
You can tell.
Videos, like you can hear like the creakiness of the plastic, like it's just, and it's just like shiny and swirly.
The shiny,
like, dude. What you have to compare.
The shiny thing drives me crazy.
What you have, the thing that I told Russ is this ends the argument. Compare the Hellcharger and the Batwing.
Yeah, and then
the Batwing is $100 less with no electronics at all.
Yeah.
And by the way, I don't understand that
landing gear.
Yeah, and I don't. And I don't know how
God.
anyone who is like more, and I'm not saying this is you, Russ, but I've seen people with this argument of like just the anti Hasbro kind of like McFarlane diehard guys who are like, well, yeah, like this is a win for us that we get this Batwing, but it's like but then immediately after that, the Batwing came out, which is that $200 plus.
That's what I don't get.
So and then once you get into that price point, then you can start comparing the two. Okay, what's the Batwing have that this car didn't have? What's the car have? And the answer is pretty obvious. The car has all of the extra shit that you would want for something like that to get that value from, and a bunch of figures too, which
well, again, but
stretch goals and
stuff. I don't count stretch goal. I don't count stretch goals as the initial offering. They're just not the initial offering.
Yeah, and I agree with you, and I know so, and most people don't.
I know. Well, I know they don't agree, but
we talk about
it.
But
it's even without that shit, it's the car is a better value to me than the Batwing,
Well, I get that because that Batwing's overpriced. Come on, man, that thing's crazy overpriced for what it is. It's not going to be like it's. And I don't know what the plastic quality is, but I can't imagine it's not going to be that much different than a Batmobile.
I imagine it's better. How is he selling these? Are these can't be
mass retail?
They're going to be at retail. Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's shelf space for the box is gonna be like yay big. Imagine,
I know, so dude. And it's like, hey man, like learn the mistakes, quote mistakes of other companies.
I'm gonna get that Batmobile, but I'm gonna paint it. And it's gonna be my first time trying to paint something like that because I can't do that Batmobile shiny like that. I gotta like sand it down, and paint it.
Get you an airbrush, dude, and just get some flat black paint and just
that's what I gotta do.
Easy
because that car is flat black. It doesn't belong to me.
Listen to that '89 Batman theme going to Party Man by Prince, and you'll be all right.
There you go. Oh, hell yeah, man! I'll be just down for it, dude.
Party Man.
I also do, we would have been a great touch for me if he would have included the '89 Batman figure with that car, with the car.
Dude.
But no, you got to buy that separate.
And here's the thing, dude. I think if you do
the $200 Batwing doesn't come with a Batman.
Yeah,
again, you definitely should include that.
Like you do the goofy, cheap ass Batmobile. You include like an '89 Batman, but like give him a different torso so it's molded like the '89 one. And dude, like $100, put $100 on it. People are gonna buy that, man. But I just give him a cloth cape so he can actually sit in the thing.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I'm gonna. I mean, I don't know. I'll probably try to display it with him just standing outside of the car anyway. Yeah. But I think that bat suit from the Flash movie looks so bad, man. Yeah, I saw that. I saw the picture, the commercial.
Do the Batman Returns one, man. That one looks modern enough, dude.
Yeah, it's. I don't know. I just didn't. I'm hoping it was. I keep hoping it was just the shot in the it's not that bad.
Can we also talk about him going through his emo phase? Because I am sick and tired of every single one of his fucking figures looking like a My Chemical Romance video dancer.
That's weird. That's weird.
Dude, they have more fucking mascara than any man on earth should have.
It's like every one of them has like this darkness around their eyes, and I don't get it.
Todd McFarlane is bringing smoky eye back.
I wonder what to do. I don't have any.
It's too funny.
Well, I got this.
He wasn't doing that early on though.
It would be like appropriate for Bizarro, but even on him, it seems a little bit like.
A little bit, but a figure like him, you can get away with it because he's a freako, you know. You can get away with it, but dude, he's putting dark.
Oh, God, the Aquaman is egregious. Have you seen that?
Yeah, I have.
The Flash.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah,
with his mouth wide open.
It looks terrible.
That's such a bad.
Once again.
That's just a bad choice to make for a figure because it's like you can't just stand them on the shelf. You know what I mean? Like, what if you're like, okay, I'm gonna go in on a flashpoint display, and you have all these figures standing there like looking stoic or whatever, and then you have this Aquaman. This is like his mom just said, okay, say hi.
His mouth's open. Look at my tongue. Yeah, it looks stupid. I don't like it.
Making. I'm sure there's gonna be a Target exclusive next year that has his mouth closed. You know.
Yeah.
Look,
that
at
seems
this
to be
shit.
That seems to be what he does. You know, but I don't know, man.
Let me see if I can make it bigger.
He's got the flat top. He looks like fucking Duke Nukem, man.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of his head sculpts at all, man.
Where's Brandon to come defend this stuff?
Yeah,
I like him. Like the only, I mean, do us again after this. If it's a masked character or a helmeted character, he's fine, dude. But whenever he tries to do, I hate the way he does hair. He sculpts hair. I think he fucks it up all around. I don't like it.
This, and I think I have this. Okay, yeah. He made this Dark Knight Returns Superman head sculpt. This is one of the worst.
Look at that.
Look at it, dude.
That looks it looks stupid. It just doesn't even look derpy, dude. Dude, I've got my.
It looks like the fucking dude in what's that shit? The old movie with the farm with the not so smart man. Yeah, see, that's way better.
So no, this is $110 figure, but
right.
Yeah, I mean, this just.
But what I'm saying is he is what's McFarlane supposed to be really good at, right? I mean, his sculpt work is supposed to be paint and sculpt,
It was
right?
supposed to be paint and sculpt.
Paint and sculpt, and I feel like now all of a sudden he's not doing
it's
either one very good.
Because, you know, Russ, you bring up Hasbro, and it's like they're, to me, the reason why now a lot of this McFarlane stuff looks bad is because I'm spoiled as fuck.
Well,
and here's an example of this. Pick this up off Amazon. First Legends I bought in 8 years.
Yeah,
it's pinless. And this,
that's what Nick was talking about earlier. And I wonder,
this shit is game changing in a way that like it be on the shelf next to any import line, and look totally.
Well, like, I'm wondering if the pen. Is the pinless probably more expensive to do? I wonder if that is the case.
It's not. I don't know how it would.
Well, I don't know. I mean,
like as far as parts count go, if this
it's less, right?
Just look at this from his thigh to the calf. It's 1, 2, 3 molded parts, right? If it was a pin, it'd be 1, 2, 3 plus 1 pin plus 1 pin, so 5 molded parts. So like I think it's it's less.
So maybe it's less money.
Thing, yeah.
Okay, but but
like Mayflex and SH Figure Arts do pinless, but in a different way, to where like this elbow joint, where on this Hasbro toy, it's just one piece. On any like Mayflex, SH, any
what's up, Burgess?
It's like a 3-piece elbow that fits into.
Hey, Burgess.
What's up, Eric? It fits in those things, but like I think as far as like parts count, it's cheaper, right?
And that's the thing, we are getting a lot of good shit from Hasbro lately.
Well, to me, G.I. Joe is the best line there is right now. Mass retail, I think it is.
That to me, man, is the best line.
It's the best line right now.
Import, domestic.
I don't know. I don't know if it's me not being able to be objective because I love them so much, but I still like gargoyles more.
Yeah.
Well, and the gargoyles.
I got gripes with that line, just with their wings. Like they need to do something.
Yeah, but I only bought 2 for Anna. I got her Goliath and I got her Demona, and I mean, she's not going to take them out the box. I took them out the box for a second just to look at them, but I had to put them back in. But but they are. I mean, I got to tell you, they're great. They're great. They're good. That Goliath is heavy, dude. It feels solid. Yeah. It's heavy.
Yeah, man.
This is more, like old Marvel Legends head sculpt, like comic stuff, and then like this is like a newer one with like the digital face print.
Yeah.
And maybe that's where you know what, Nick,
It's night and day, dude. Like
where I
it's
couldn't,
night
where I
and
was
day.
trying to find, I'm trying to find where where the price hike is going.
Thank you,
Maybe the
brother.
price hike is going into better head sculpts, that digital
Yeah.
shit. That's got to be more expensive to do that too, man.
Yeah.
And this, you know, maybe it's going into better
Yeah,
paint
I don't-
apps. Maybe
Well,
that's
see,
where it's going. You know,
even if so, let's say the digital face. So like they did it with their movie stuff going back to like 2018, I think.
Yeah.
Like they're like movie stuff, but like now they're doing it with the GI Joe stuff, with the Legends like comic
Yeah.
stuff. And it's like, let's say it's
Oh,
cheaper for
shit.
them.
What's up, Kevin?
What's up,
Hey,
dude?
Kev, what's up, bud?
It's like, let's say like the face print is cheaper.
Hey, Gargoyle,
I
yeah.
would gladly, as a consumer, pay more because it's a better product.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like,
Well, yeah.
That's a good
and
point, Burgess.
Well,
Like,
yeah,
he says that gargoyles are great, but apples are oranges. Small line versus large line. It's hard
That's
to stay
true.
Good over long stretches, and Joe's been able to pull it off. Legends have gotten better over time, and yeah,
I will say that
Gargoyles is, like,
Legends have
super niche,
definitely
but-
gotten better over time. I for sure. I mean, there's some old shit that I got on the shelf that I compared to newer versions of the same
I mean,
character.
it's like,
It's crazy.
I paid
Oh.
$25 for this, and it was
Mm.
kind of on a whim. But like after like looking at it, handling it, I'm like,
Yeah,
it's a steal, man. Like I would
yeah. I've got
not that I
Yeah.
would want them to hear this, but like I would pay more for this. Like this is as good as
better head
No, no
sculpts,
doubt.
new molds, inflation, laundry list of things that go into the price hikes.
100%.
well, yeah. I mean, and
And
that's
here's
true.
the thing,
I
like-
know. Yeah, I know
Like,
inflation.
If you're
Sure.
if you're a Hasbro collector, and let's say you're into GI Joes, or let's say you're just a Legends collector, and you've seen, especially since 2020, the price increase. You've also seen the product quality increase. I think
Yeah.
far ahead of that price increase, man. So I think it's as a consumer, like I don't think there's
Yeah.
if you're a Legends guy, I don't think you have much.
Yeah, probably Legends.
Yeah.
I would.
They're just getting better, and the price
G.I.
is going
Joe.
up. The prices, everything is going up, but they're just getting so
Yeah.
much.
There's something else I kind of want to talk about that I was reminded by when I was talking to you guys about the gargoyles, because Hudson is on his way to my house right now.
Mhm.
Don't let them fuck around knocking your door, man.
So I got on there and started doing going to ship my pile of loot, and I go and look, and there's a notice there because I have the $4 flat selected.
Right.
Okay. They're now putting it straight out and fucking telling you if you select the fucking $4 flat
We're gonna
shipping,
beat the shit out of you.
yeah, that we're gonna take 2 extra days at least to fucking process your order. Have fun with that, guys.
That's I noticed it dude. I've shipped
Yeah,
my
but I
pile
got
of loot
time.
from there,
I got
and
time.
they're literally not shipping my shit out for like 3 days at least. To me, it's been like yeah, I'll ship it out. I'll hit ship my loot on Monday. That shit don't leave their fucking warehouse till Friday.
Oh.
It's insane. And then it takes you however. But they're also using DHL. But which, by the way, the DHL's the worst
Oh.
shipping company on the
Yeah.
planet.
Hey,
They're worse than the U.S.
that-
Postal.
That gets you a possible Sunday delivery at least with DHL.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
something.
Probably the only good thing. Yeah, they're
He
making
says
more.
we always knew this though, Nick, and that's true. We always knew, but
Wait, about what?
they're saying about them taking.
Oh, the BBTS. Yeah.
Yeah,
But see, I don't know, man, because there were times when I shed my loot,
yeah.
and within a day, my shit's on its way out, dude.
Eric's
I've had to go
yeah.
faster too,
Yep.
so I don't know.
I feel like if you buy it outright, like if you go to something in stock and you just buy it, then I feel like it's
Yeah.
pretty quick. But now, but I don't pay too much attention. Like if I get things early or late, like
Mhm.
for me, once I secure the purchase, I forget about it until it like shows up in my.
Yeah, I kind of do too.
I just don't pay that much attention.
But-
I can't speak on like.
Dude,
I mean-
I'm like a
My
golden
experience
retriever
about it.
puppy. Like the
No,
next shiny thing catches
Yeah,
my
no, I hear you,
attention.
man.
Yeah.
I want.
And
You know, so
I'm
if I ship
definitely
something,
like
I want
that,
them
yeah.
to. I want them to fucking get it out of the fucking warehouse fast and orderly. I mean, I
I'm-
shouldn't have to pay you to fucking do your job correctly.
And I'm like that if
Yeah,
I buy
true.
it outright, Nick. But if I pre-order it though, it's like then it's like in my mind, I'm like, whatever, man. Like I'll just fucking see it. when I see it.
Yeah. I just think it's ridiculous to take that long to, and really, it's, you know what it is. That's their way of saying, if you want to get, if you're going to get the cheap shipping, we just give a fuck about you.
Yeah, no, that's what Eric said with like a $2,000 statue.
Pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. We won't give a fuck about you. We'll send your shit out when we feel
McFarlane.
like it. You know?
No, this is a DC Direct from,
Yeah.
or I guess it was collectibles from like 2016, and you can't see it, but that's a completely digital face print they did, and it looks fucking great.
It's not bad, dude. It's pretty good.
It's great. they just can't make a figure that doesn't fall apart in your hands.
Yeah.
Well, I think my argument, I think the argument I was trying to make has been pretty squashed now. So I'm gonna basically just sit. I want to sit down with my tail between my legs and just shut my mouth because I've been thoroughly defeated.
All,
but I feel like well, it's just sometimes you don't see it until somebody points it out to you. You know, like I mean, I just haven't been paying attention to Marvel Legends as much. And then when y'all start getting me thinking about it, I'm like,
dude,
they are.
Dude,
it's better now, way better now.
It's a credit to you that, like, you know, at least your mind can be changed.
Oh yeah, it's totally changed now. I feel like
2023 thing to do.
I feel like I can't. Yeah. I feel like that now I get it and I can see where the money is going. You know, like I was bitching about GI Joe price raises too, but I kind of was ready for it at the same time because I noticed those figures and getting better. You know, I'm buying them, so I'm seeing it more. You know, but it's just but damn. And then, you know, and like I said, my argument was I was thinking McFarlane seems to be keeping their prices stable, but maybe that's because McFarlane is going to be getting worse.
Well, and they just somehow, man, just put out a huge volume of figures. I don't know how they do it, but like they just have. I mean, the shelves are always their stuff, dude.
Oh, they are. Well, yeah, I guarantee you're going to see at least 3 or 4 different Batmans. Guarantee.
In one wave.
Yeah, that's my target right now, man.
Oh my god, dude!
Like that Future State Batman is there, and several of them. Like,
yeah, it's just too much. And I, Nick, I do agree with you. By the way, I agree with what you said. You can't compare that and I'm not shitting on McFarlane. I think it's cool that he's putting out a Batmobile at $60. I think that's cool. That's great.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take that car and I'm going to do a paint job on it myself and I'm gonna fix it to how I want it. That's what I'm gonna do to it, right?
Yeah.
But and that's good for $60. But I think to use that as a way of shitting on what Hasbro was charging for the Spirit of Vengeance, you know, is not the way to go. Like I thought that car was too expensive, but that was my opinion on it. But I still don't. It doesn't mean like that $60 mark should be a way to justify shitting on the price of that car. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because the quality is completely different.
And like here's the thing: pointing out the differences, like that car is probably going to be a shell. That it has no electronics and stuff that isn't shitting on the car. It's just pointing out the differences of that and what you would have been paying $350.
No, absolutely, and you're right. And I feel like
definitely like the weirdness of that debate because people go in to that with it, and it's like their intention isn't to debate the merits of which of these things would be a better product to buy or not. Their intention to wade into that pool as it were is to say I like McFarlane and here's why they're better than Hasbro.
Right, or just like to pummel Hasbro basically. You know, exactly. And I think that Articulated Ninja guy too, isn't he? He's the one that he said like is up what's his name's that Valor versus Ass, right? And like buddies with him. So that means he's hating on Hasbro along with Valorverse probably. So I know I'm starting to see that his opinions are going to be completely against Hasbro no matter what, you know. Once
you start watching one of them, like all those dudes are going to proliferate your feed. You got to just fucking purge at that point.
Right. Wait, who did you mention, Russ? Articulate.
It was
what's his name?
It's Articulated Ninja.
Okay.
So his video came.
Hasbro guy.
Yeah. Well, it was because I think it's because he's always bashing the what Hasbro's doing with the GI Joe line, versus the McFarlane Valorverse line, not McFarlane, but Valorverse, Bobby Valor Valorverse line. Sorry, and he's always trying to talk about how Valorverse is so much better. I actually think Marvel. I think not Marvel, but I think the Joe line is better than the Valorverse line. I just happen to have 2 Valorverse figures that I got because I liked the figures that he did.
There's a lot of people that surprise collect both lines. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I'm not hardcore into collecting both of them. I just
it's tough whenever like someone comes in and they have like a I don't even want to call it a criticism because I don't think they're actual criticism. It's just an excuse to kind of track because like none of that shit's ever just made. None of those arguments are ever made in good faith. So it's
exactly that and that's what I think it is.
You can get into it and try to like debate someone like that, but I think at the end of the day, like their mind is made up and
I think there's like
I think that's what Russ had watched.
Yeah, I think that's the one I watched, the Batmobile comparison with the and at first I was kind of like, he was the points sounded legit, but then it doesn't because it doesn't really sound legit to me after you think about it because you're talking about something that's a lot more higher quality than now. Again, I'm not sure about the plastic quality of the Spirit of Vengeance car or whatever. I don't know how their plastic quality. Sure. I'm gonna assume it would have been good, but I don't like giving Hasbro the benefit of the doubt either myself. I really don't. Hasbro makes me nervous for that kind of shit, but maybe they deserve it because they've been doing a good job lately. So maybe they do deserve the benefit of the doubt. I don't know. But comparing it to that Batmobile, I think is. Yeah, I don't think it's right because that Batmobile is, first of all, it's very different. That thing, like I don't. I used a dollar store thing. I don't know about dollar store thing, but it's definitely something that feels. It seems like the plastic that it's made out of. Remember when we were kids and our parents would buy us just little push cars. Those little cars to play with, trucks or cars, and they would always have that shiny plastic on it.
Yeah,
that's what it reminds me of.
That's what, well, man. So it's funny. Like another. This thing on the internet is like that same kind of like this is my shit and I'm gonna defend it and then bash the other
right
is like these it's like the Zack Snyder like David Ayer cut people are like the exact same way dude. And it's like and I'll say that just to put all out there I was like I'm a huge I like Zack Snyder, I like the Snyder cut, I liked all that stuff, but like these people on the internet that are like in like his like in his corner, like they're insane, dude. Like they are insane. They're not. And
like when you point facts out to them, it's like complete denial of reality. Like,
so, like I've noticed something with him.
Yeah.
So I commented on one of these like news things a couple months ago to like make fun of it, right? But but you know how Facebook works, like, oh, you commented on this, so now I see all of it. And it's always like what I've noticed is always like there's always a date in the future where there's either going to be like a big announcement or like basically like the hammer is going to drop and something big is going to happen. But then like the date passes and then now it's this new date in the future where like this big thing is going to happen and everything's going to change. And man, because I was like, these people are crazy. Like they're not, they don't seem, to be well-adjusted individuals, but then I'm like thinking about that. I'm like, that's a bad thing. But then also it's like, maybe it's good for the world that they're like spending their energy, like wondering if Zack Snyder is going to be able to make all the DC movies on Netflix. You know what I mean? So it's like, maybe it's like that. That's
dude,
good that they're using their energy.
He's hired publicity firms to get like the Snyderverse, bring back the Snyderverse, like that whole hashtag and shit trending.
Mm-hmm.
He's like admitted to this shit. Like,
that's what I wondered. Like if he was actually interested in that at all, or if that was just like people wanting him to do that. Cause like he tweeted something and it was like a dark side video. And he was like April 28th through 29th. And it was like, it's probably a screening somewhere where you could go watch Man of Steel one night, Batman versus Superman the next night, and then the Snyder cut the third night, right? But it just like in what I commented on one of the scenes, I was like, it just literally gives like the cult another month to keep them going, man.
Snyder
It's fucking crazy, dude.
So yeah, that's the only thing I can compare it to, man. Is like it's mostly with the dates, because that was a very like post 2020 election thing where I was like, no, on this date, and it was the same thing. Like, and not to say that that's the only politically motivated conspiracy. There are a ton of them on all like spectrums and all wings and everything like that.
But the one
it's always like there's this date coming up. And then this is when the ball's gonna drop, and then
this is what real patriots have to watch out for. Coming up here on the 25th of April. True patriots.
Right
now, watch and be careful, and make sure you're buying your alpha mail.
Yeah, Snyder cut Patriots, man.
I feel. Well, you know what's funny about that Snyder cut? It took me I feel like it took me like. I had to like divide. I watched some of it in the morning.
Into like 7 parts, man. They did that on purpose.
I literally had to like watch it in pieces because it was so fucking long. Jesus Christ!
Well, you know that Jeff Gunn and Jeff Bezos are the same person. They've never been seen in the same place at once.
That's like the funny thing because
James Gunn.
These guys like hate James Gunn, and they like make all these goofy nicknames for him and stuff, and it's like, I don't know. Like I said, I liked the Snyder stuff that he did that wasn't as chopped up, you know.
You can't really blame James Gunn because he is a crisis actor.
Yeah, right. This is
the
their
deep
crisis,
state set
and
James
he's an
Gunn
actor
to the DC universe in order to.
But it's like I liked all that shit. It's like because I'm a DC fan.
Oh,
so I want to see more DC stuff. So it's weird that they're so like against. And it's like it's such a big hurdle because you have to get the rights to all the characters somehow, and then you have to get like the magic sauce of like getting all these actors and actresses to come back. Like it's just. It's absurd.
I'm so ready. I'm so ready for them to go ahead and reboot the shit. Reboot it.
I am too, man.
Affleck was like, no, I ain't fucking doing nothing with DC. Why do you think I started drinking again?
Yeah, right. If they drove him to drink again, it's bad, dude. Oh,
but then at the same time, like I said, like if these dudes weren't on Facebook harassing you because you're excited about James Gunn's DC stuff, they'd be like blowing up a post office, you know what I mean?
Like I got so frustrated with what they did with Henry Cavill. I get so aggravated with it.
True patriot.
I'm like, you go out of your way to bring this dude back to be Superman again, and then basically
put that on The Rock, man.
Well, you know what? The Rock is The Rock should have no say.
Dude,
he's The Rock.
I think he made some. I think he had too much swing, and they let him do and say.
He's a globalist. He's a globalist. And that's not what the DCU needs.
Globalist.
I God damn. I'm just like, I know he's a huge actor. I know he's in whatever movie he's in, but he seems to do well in the box office, makes money, but
not Black Adam.
But not Black Adam, yeah, because Black Adam apparently that was the quickest out of the theaters I've ever seen one of the movies, dude. It was quick.
The rumor mill is turning out that The Rock on Black Adam, because of the shooting locations, could not get his daily supply of adrenochrome. There weren't the right type of babies that he could eat at his usual Pizzagate dining area.
I tried with that movie.
I haven't watched it yet. I'm
Fate is awesome. I don't care.
I
saw those scenes.
I guess I should watch it, but y'all gotta understand, Black Adam to me was such a minute character to me. I never I don't even remember that much about Black Adam in comic books. I just don't. I don't remember.
That's just what the globalists want you to think. Black Adam's always been huge with the true patriot.
I don't know. You know, it's that's fucking gross. I'm just gonna let you know. Anyway, it's a terrible word, and I'm just gonna go with that. It's gross, and it's gross like The Rock's performance. Apparently, I don't know. I haven't seen it, so I don't know. I'm just going by what I was told. No, I don't know. I just didn't take. I don't take the character serious, but I've heard people tell me that it's worth a watch just to say you watched it, you know. But so I guess I'm gonna watch it at some point, but I'm not in a hurry. It's terrible, isn't it? I'm not in a hurry.
Baby. She got her moist in and left.
It's fucking nasty, Kate. I'm just gonna say, and it's a nasty word. It's like the C word with Anna. If I see the C word, she wants to beat the shit out of me. So I just got it. I only reserve it.
Out your mouth, Russ.
Yeah, I reserve it for really like. First of all, I make sure I'm not near her when I say it. But if I, but it's bad.
Hey, Brink, same. But I didn't have an excuse to stop watching it, other than it was really bad. Yeah, my only excuse was that it was unwatchable.
See, when I hear people like that say shit like that, I'm like, why am I gonna watch this movie?
No,
again?
I did go, Nick, on like YouTube. You know, once it
God.
been on HBO Max, and just Google Black Adam Justice Society scenes and watch all those, and they're pretty fun, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I said,
And,
Dr. Fate's
and the
awesome.
post credit, dude. The post credit.
Yeah, well,
The post credit was fire.
It sucks because that's another example of wasted, really good casting. Because how much would you love to
From what I hear,
Pierce
Zack
Brosnan, right?
Snyder himself directed the post credit scene.
Yeah, I'm sure he did, man. But like, I'd
globalist message in Black Adam.
I'd love to see like Pierce Brosnan as Dr. Fate, like in the future.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because like he's cool. It's like it's one of my favorite DC characters. Dude's a good actor.
Yeah, I don't know. I wonder has the new Shazam movie come out yet?
This weekend, yeah.
This weekend, okay. I'm wondering how that one's gonna do.
I know, man. I read like the plot synopsis, and it just seemed about like the first one, like not anything, but like I really liked the first one.
I liked the first one too, and I didn't think I would. Me too.
Yeah, it was a family movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I kind of found out it was.
And
they kind of made it.
So, like, if you go into it expecting that, and you don't go into it expecting like a big, platform, movie, you'll be okay.
But this is how I always felt about Shazam. He was like the light. He was like the lighter side of the DC superhero. Like whenever Shazam was when he was part of the Justice League, it was like
based on these comments in the chat, sounds like they're marketing the movie really well.
Yeah, I know. Lucy Liu and Helen Mirren are in it.
I know, dude, that's nuts.
That's really interesting. I wonder if they play like the old ladies or something.
The first movie just like had a bunch of heart, which is which I appreciate it. And
I like the kids in the first movie. I thought the kids were cool.
Yeah,
the characters they were really fun. And I don't know I think we were watching it, and RJ's like, I was like, he's looking at I'm talking about I like the little kid characters.
Temper your shit. Well, another thing about the first Shazam movie that it had going for it was Mark Strong.
Yeah,
dude, another example of just wasted casting.
Yeah,
I mean, they need to do something. He needs to just play Sinestro, man, because I know he played him already, but like if they could figure out a way to make that was like pitch perfect casting, dude. And he was the best in that movie. I think about that once a week about how good he was at being Sinestro in that just god awful train wreck of a movie.
Yeah, because for as bad of
movie up. You know what fucked that movie up? Taika Waititi's in that movie. That dude is a perk, man. If you ask me,
it's funny, dude. I forget.
Jojo Rabbit was a good movie. That might be it.
I don't know. There's so many reasons that movie sucked.
I don't like his version of What We Do in the Shadows, but the American version that came off of that is fucking awesome.
Yeah, people seem to like it.
Fucking Matt Berry
for a while,
is
dude.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That show is off the chain, dude. That show, I can't watch that show without laughing my ass off. I am
same, bro. Yeah,
know?
making good pictures in the Shazam costume keep popping up on my Instagram feed, and I wonder why. It's because I keep clicking on them. They can tell when you're looking at a thing for long enough, man. I swear to God.
Yeah,
Because that's
tracking
literally
your
like when I
internet.
go to when I go to my the Explorer thing. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Making good in the Shazam costume.
Bezos is watching. Anyway,
Yeah. He's hanging out with Zack Snyder.
that's it, man. He's watching. He's like, oh, so you want to buy that? Into that? Huh? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. We always joke around because we have the stupid Amazon Alexa things, right? And me
Yeah.
kids are always joking around. Shh, Bezos is listening.
Yeah, he's like, yes, it's Jeff Bezos himself, Russ. He's like, can
Yeah,
you speak
I know,
up?
right? Yeah, I didn't hear what you said. I need to know what you want to buy.
Can you speak up, please?
That's so funny.
Oh, man.
God, too hilarious, man. Oh, that's good shit. Well, you know what, I I wish I was more excited about like any superhero movies coming out.
Dude,
and
isn't that fucked up?
It is.
We were talking about it last week with Star
Oh.
Wars, but like I'm the same way with this comic book shit, man. Like I just
Yeah.
couldn't
Oh
be
my
bothered
God,
with most of it, unless obviously like the last one I went and saw in theaters was the Batman.
Well, see, I
me
like
too.
that one though. I thought that was a good movie. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, and I love that movie, man.
Yeah.
Still, but like that was it, dude. Like nothing anymore. It's like maybe it's just oversaturation, or for me, more with DC is because they're in this period of limbo.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, where you don't.
Nobody knows what's coming or going.
Yeah.
But it's hard to get invested in anything. I mean, and they've done that to themselves by kind of how they've like structured everything and like how they've announced everything. But like, you know, with this Flash movie, it's gone through so much. But I mean, literally everything I've heard about is it's like fucking incredible. You know what I mean? So it's like, but I guess like that they're really.
I'm gonna have to take Cal to see that. He is a Flash fanatic. He loves.
Yeah, I'll
TV
take
show.
the boys, man. They'll want to go. That's about done, right? Isn't it on his last season or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Flash.
They brought
TV
in
show is
Red.
really good.
They brought in Red Death from Dark Metal.
Yeah, I saw that, but it's not definitely not Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
I don't know how they made that, how that works, but
Yeah, it's a little weird. They just change whatever the fuck they want to change. And okay.
Yeah. Sure. Well, I mean, it's like that show, and I've like not watched an episode, so I don't want to be too critical. But it does seem like every villain is just like a flash of a different color. Like
That's
like a
yes,
white one and like a black one and a yellow
Yeah.
one.
Well, and then they've had some other ones in there too, but even the other villains, they changed the villain. The villain, it's not like it should be. Whatever.
Yeah,
You know,
episodes I can't say shit.
See, like, I've gone from like not looking forward to many superhero movies to being apprehensive about superhero movies coming out.
You know what? I can understand that though. I can understand that feeling.
Because,
I can.
like, I've been an authority head forever, and I can't see how the fuck James Gunn isn't gonna fuck up the authority.
Yeah, dude, doesn't that suck when you have like when you do have a dog in the fight and it's not like Nick authority's different than being like I'm a Superman fan and I'm worried it's gonna be good because like this is your one fucking shot of your life to get an authority movie. It's not like they're gonna reboot it in 3 years like they would with a Batman or a Superman. Like you're fucked, dude, if they don't nail this time around, man.
See, that's what it's come.
We'll do it, Nick. Don't worry.
That's what it's come down to, though. Is you hear about who's going to be doing a said movie, and you're going or movies, and you're like, oh no, because you just don't trust that person's creative
and
vision. You don't trust them.
James Gunn is going to be doing Superman Legacy. He's writing and directing it, and it's based on All-Star Superman. So he's touching Grant Morrison.
Dude, I know, man.
See,
and then then Brave and the Bold is supposed to be based on fucking
also
Morrison's Batman,
right?
Yeah.
Which, dude, how crazy is that? Good for Grant Morrison. Hopefully, they're paying his ass a bunch of money.
Yeah.
Well, not only that. Think about the fucking X-Men movies. because that was his shit in the comics. Him and Frank Quitely designed all those fucking movie X-Men suits pretty
Yeah,
much.
because that was before the movies, right? Or was it after? Because I can never swear that as a kid. I always got confused by that as a kid. Which one was first? But yeah, dude, I hope that they set that dude up and hook him up for his work, because like those are all good stories that they're
Yeah.
and I'm hoping that James Gunn can show something different with this Superman movie, because I don't want it to be goofy, but like all of James Gunn's stuff, like even Peacemaker I think is the best one. Like it has heart, man, and like
it does have heart, but
it's goofy as fuck.
Yeah, silly.
I love Peacemaker though, and I'll defend that till
Peacemaker was pretty good, man.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. It's the actor, the actor choice for it. Like, yeah,
dude, he does exactly what he's supposed to do.
I know, but man, I can't. It's John. I can't. I watched it and I'm like, it's got me waiting for him to go do this shit. I mean, I can't help it, dude. John Cena's too hard for me to see.
Yeah, maybe it's because I don't watch
wrestling. I don't know.
Maybe
that might be why, and you probably are. I'm a big pro wrestling fan, so it's hard for me to see him. Although I even in Fast and Furious, when he was in the Fast 9, I had a hard time with it, buying him, and I just kept waiting for him to, have a fight and put some wrestling moves on.
Yo, they had a whole storyline on that fucking Letterkenny show I showed you about like one of the kids using the fucking AA to finish somebody in a fight at a club and shit. It was hilarious,
dude. You know how fucking crazy it is to really do that to somebody. That will fuck somebody up, man. Dude.
Well, they got to be pretty fucked up for you to be able to do that to them in the first place.
I would imagine, because you're gonna get. You pick somebody up on your shoulders like that, and they're not kicking and screaming to get the fuck off. I don't know. Yeah. But whatever. I don't know, man.
A disbelief, brother.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. I don't know. I've watched a fight where I've seen somebody actually body slam somebody before, and that motherfucker ain't have a chance. He just got scooped up so fast.
Well, you can.
So I was like, wow, I mean, holy shit. But
obviously some wrestling moves, if you do them in a situation, will do damage.
Can work, right? But damn. But some of it requires so much like,
help.
Okay, I'll let you do that to me. I'll help you. Yeah, I'll help you with that. That's ridiculous. Oh my god. I did like Peacemaker. It was all right. I just like joking around picking on John Cena because I guess he was cheesy as fuck, and maybe that's to me, but that's what he's supposed to be, I guess. I don't know. I we were watching it and I'm like, God, this guy's a total goof.
That's what I got.
But yeah, it works, I guess.
He does it better than anybody, man.
Yeah. That's. I mean, shit. That's how I feel the same way about Star Wars now too. Any future projects, I'm concerned about who's doing it. That's what's got me scared. I'm like, oh no. So it's all
like
this shit, man.
We were talking about it last time. I think it is good that they cut the Feige and the Kathleen Kennedy movie.
Well, maybe it is a good thing. I don't know. I mean, we haven't had a movie in so long now. It's been a minute, right? And now I'm concerned that when we do get a movie, like I'm hoping it's really good, man. It's got to be a good movie because people are going to want that.
I think the first one that we're going to get is going to be the Taika Waititi one.
And now, what does anyone know what he's doing? Like what his?
I don't know, but he's supposed to be starring, directing, and writing.
He's supposed to be doing the whole.
He's gonna star in it too, and all that. Jesus Christ, dude! Why it's just so much, man?
Dude, I read this article, and I thought it was pretty good, kind of about like why the Mandalorian is kind of like, I don't know, maybe not as interesting to people or whatever. And this dude kind of argued that like in the first season, it was basically just like this story that happened to be set like in the Star Wars universe. But then like as it went on, it just kept getting tied to everything and to the point where it like almost leans on it. And I was receptive to that because I did really like that first season for that reason. I was like, it just felt kind of fresh and new.
I'll be honest, I've only watched the first episode this year so far.
I watched the first two. I didn't watch the recent one, and trust me, I have had the time to. I just couldn't fucking be bothered, man. I just don't.
Dude,
like the first two didn't do enough to make me come back for the third one, man. And like that is their fucking problem. Like that's a problem on them, man. It's like I heard like the streaming numbers are disappointing to them. Like,
yeah,
I don't know, man. They got to figure something out.
I mean, is it possible that people are getting burned out from some of this shit now? We've had tons of these shows now, and maybe and I think all of them are not. They're all centered around the same same time period.
5 years after Return of the Jedi.
Yes, exactly. Or so many years before A New Hope or whatever. You know, I mean, it's all.
And then even when they do something else, like this whole High Republic thing they're building up has Yoda in it.
Yeah, exactly. It's like something.
Yeah, but I can handle Yoda being in it as long as I don't have a fucking Skywalker in it. I'm all right, man.
Yeah, but because like with that, Nick, like I agree. Like, why did they have to? Do that? Like why? Like they're so worried to have like a tie to it, but it's like people get it. Like if there's lightsabers and Jedi's, like people know it's fucking Star Wars. Like you don't need to have any named characters, right?
Like, no, you don't. We're gonna understand.
I mean, look at the like some of the Legends books that are so highly regarded, man.
Mm-hmm.
Knights of the Old Republic,
sure.
Like any of the Darth Bane, like of those three books, like
you don't have named to tie
characters.
You don't have to tie everything into the Skywalker line.
Yeah, I was hoping they were going to do like the High Republic before Yoda. Actually, that's what I was hoping they were going to do. Same. But so they're going to be doing it when Yoda's involved, huh?
Yeah, well, you gotta remember, like fucking Yoda's 900
and something years old.
956 years old when he died.
Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna get seeing a lot of shit come and go. So yeah, that's you're right. That's true. He does cover a big time period. I mean,
he was only in exile for what, like the last 25 years of his life.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, from the end of
So he was active for the rest of that shit.
Yeah, so it's pretty. But I still think you can do it. You can do it you can do it before Yoda. You could,
Yeah.
I almost feel like you guys are right. I'm not hating on Yoda. I mean, I can handle if Yoda's in it, whatever. But it's just that it's like they do have to have that connection. They're afraid. I feel like they're afraid to go away from it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's like, but that's what we want. I think that's what most people want. I'm not kidding you. I think they do. You've got this whole expanded universe that by the way, because the books are kind of you've got to basically say they're worthless. They mean nothing now. You basically can make everything up as you want, and you can steal characters out of the books and put them where you want to put them at. Doesn't matter. You can do everything. They've got the power to do it, and they're not even using. They're not doing anything with it. It's like, come on, man, make some shit that we haven't that's not in the same like timeline, like the same or area stretch of time.
Even if it is like, because I do think like Andor was like right in that same timeline of it's so oversaturated, but like I enjoyed the shit out of that because it felt different and it felt really small in comparison to a lot of the other stuff. Like it didn't seem to rely on anything.
Also, look at the they did some more. They took you to some places you haven't been before. Got to show you places you haven't seen before. And the underbelly somewhat of because we don't get exposed to that shit in a lot of the other movies. How rough it is for some people. How the existence under the Empire. It fucking sucks for a lot of people. It's a rough fight,
And like something else that people are forgetting about like Mandalorian in that first season that was like fresh and new that we were getting was they did like a genre of fucking episode. Like we had a heist
Oh, yeah,
episode, we had a
it was
western, we
and
had
it was a monster of the week, kind of
yeah.
like I mean, how many good shows have done that? Like I feel like X-Files is really good at that. Star Trek at times could be good at that.
Yeah.
It was kind of like
Doctor Who.
it was like throwing those episodes in there.
X,
yeah, like,
Hammer.
I love that
True.
shit, man.
Yeah, well, you're right. It was pretty good. It was
That was
good.
like
You know,
X-Files, like every like fourth episode was like
a banger.
overarching,
Mhm.
like arc, but like the rest
I
of it
got
is
you.
monster of the just like the monster of the week goofy stuff, man. Like I loved it.
Dude, I used to love Highlander. That was my shit.
Yeah, dude,
with Adrian
Connor
Paul?
McLeod, or was that Duncan McLeod?
That was Duncan. That's Duncan McLeod. Connor McLeod was in the movies.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Duncan is
that
Adrian
actor?
Paul. Adrian Paul.
For Duncan
Adrian
or
Paul, okay.
Yeah, that's
Duncan
Duncan.
or Connor.
That's Duncan. Connor was played by what's his name?
Lambert.
Christopher Lambert. Thank you.
Lambert. Yeah.
Thank you.
You guys should Google that dude sometime. He is nuts.
He is.
Oh,
dude.
Christopher Lambert.
Is,
Yeah.
And then Kurgan, who played him? That was the
Clancy Brown.
Clancy Brown. He does all the Star Wars stuff too. He does that. He's cool. I like him, man.
Dude, he was great as the Kurgan with the fucking safety pins in his neck.
Yeah, dude. He was hard. He said it's better to die.
Yeah, it's wild, dude.
Fade away, man.
Yeah, that's funny did you watch that, Nick? Because I was a big fan of that show too, man.
Dude,
the Highlander show. It was really good. I mean, every episode it was a great. You were going to see some great sword fights.
Hell yeah!
I'll guarantee it. You know, somebody was losing their fucking head. It was great.
And like that was, dude. Think about that. Like you had Christopher Lambert in that show.
Yeah, he was in the series.
Yeah, remember they did a movie together too. Where one of the movies where it was I think they end up having to fight. Yeah, he ends up having to take his head. So so it was almost like a passing of the torch, so to speak. You know,
I think that was the one that fucking Edge was in too.
It might have been, yeah, it may have been. And Adrian Paul was kind of considered the next generation. And yeah, I don't know. It did. Highlander unfortunately ran its course by that point, but
dude,
started running its course.
To be fucking like redo of Highlander coming.
Oh, are they gonna be? That's cool as shit.
For a while now, man. I see that. I think that's a cool franchise, dude.
Yeah. I think it would be a good. It would be good to. I'm not from. Is it a reboot, or are they gonna like do a more and just
dude, Nick,
sequel to the other movies?
Supposedly, the last that I see is August 9th of 2022.
Mm-hmm.
Henry Cavill would star in the Highlander remake as Connor McLeod.
I fucking love it, man. Sign me up. It was big ass muscles, man. Sign me up.
Well, look, we know he can swing a sword because he did it in The Witcher. So.
Yeah, dude.
We're good at it, you know.
Who do you get for a new Kurgan?
Oh, dude, I think David Harbour could be really cool as the Kurgan, man.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because you need a guy you don't need a guy who's crazy big, but you need kind of a guy who's a little bit big.
I feel like he doesn't need to be jacked, but I feel like
not jacked, but
tall and imposing.
Yes, tall and be a little bit of a grit, being pull the grit off.
Kind of like if you think about it, they've already been in a movie together, right? And maybe it doesn't have to be the Kurgan as the villain, okay? Go with Jason Momoa as a bad guy.
Dude, yeah, he would. I think he could be a cool. I think he could be a good Kurgan because, like, he's like the Kurgan. He's like fucking boisterous and loud and mouthy, and I think like under the right direction, Jason Momoa could do a really good job.
Yeah,
I think Jason Momoa
awful. You know what I mean?
To me, I think he would be he was definitely a guy that I can see playing a villain better than a fucking hero. I don't know why, I just do. I think he has the look to me to be a badass villain, and that would be a character I could see him doing for sure.
And he's
you know.
he's like a little bit taller than Henry Cavill.
Oh, sure. And that's what I mean. It doesn't. He doesn't have to be way bigger. He just has to be a little bit bigger. You know.
Like that was cool about the Kurgan because like he was just like he like looked like a punk. You know what I mean? Like,
he did, right? You almost were like, what's so intimidating about this guy? You know, I mean, he's a little bit bigger, but he ain't that much. You know, like but he's a badass. He just looked all spiked. You know, I don't know, like punked out and shit.
The other huge thing about that first fucking Highlander movie was the clean soundtrack.
Oh, I know.
That's one of those soundtracks that just like supersedes a movie.
Yeah.
Well, you could bring it back, man. You could use it again. Shit, maybe do some kind of like
do you go with like a new group?
Maybe you could do it. Maybe
know enough about like new music. You know what I mean?
No.
I think you got to do the theme. The Queen. You do the theme song.
So
you got to do that, but you could do other shit though.
The love theme in the Highlander always got me too.
Yeah, it's very touching. Very touching.
To
live forever.
I want to show that movie to my son, man, but there's like a bunch of rape and stuff in that movie.
Yeah.
It's a movie that I think every boy should see it, but not until they're a certain age because it's a rough movie, especially the original one, like the old school. I mean, remember it was done back when they allowed a lot more in movies.
Oh, and Sean Connery was in that shit. I forgot.
Yes, he was. Yep. He was in that one. He was also in the second one too.
Spanish dude, dude. Yeah,
it was just really funny that he played a. It's so fucking funny to me. God damn.
All Spanish would sound like this.
Oh my god, it's so hilarious. Yeah, man.
Come to see me now, Highlander.
Yeah. When you're doing he's doing the flashbacks and shit, remember? And he's training him and shit. It's hilarious. Dude. Oh, man. The montages are great.
You know what I would love to do with you guys at some point is do a watch along of Venture Brothers.
Venture Brothers?
Yeah, have you ever seen that cartoon, dude?
I never have.
Have you, Sam?
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
Yo, there's a character in there that is basically Sean Connery. His name is Colonel Gentleman. It's fucking hilarious.
Colonel Gentleman. Oh, Lord have mercy.
He's smacking broads. Funny. He's got a fucking cane. Yeah, it's nuts, bro. But like the twist is he's like an old gay dude.
Sean Connery did a movie that I love. Yeah, it was out years ago. He did it with I think it was Catherine Zeta-Jones. He did it with. It's called Entrapment. Has anyone ever seen that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's a movie. It's a movie I can watch over and over again because I fucking love. I love the fucking twists and shit in that movie. It's incredible, dude. It's such a good flick, man. I don't know. My son always picks on me. So it's old.
The one that I can always watch again and again. There's two of them with Sean Connery. Yeah. Besides the Bond shit, because that shit's classic, and you watch.
Oh, sure, absolutely.
But In the Name of the Rose.
Yes, I've seen it. Yep. Good.
Have you seen that shit, Sam?
I've not seen it.
Good.
It's off the Umberto Eco novel. It's about like Sean Connery and Christian Slater are two monks like investigating some supernatural shit.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. It's got some real theological shit in it too. That's that's interesting.
Fuck. What was the other one I was gonna say too? Oh,
The Rock.
Red October.
I know. Oh, Red October. Red October is that's
Red October. Yeah.
Yeah. I like Red October.
Alec Baldwin, James Earl Jones.
They managed.
Yep.
They managed to make a submarine movie interesting. You know that? Have you ever seen Crimson Tide?
Yeah.
That's another one that I thought they made a submarine movie. Yeah, because submarines are just boring to me.
Oh yeah.
But they made it interesting. Like, wow, man, holy shit! That
thing I put up on the screen there, Sam. Dr. Henry Killinger is a character in the Venture Brothers, and all it is Kissinger in a skull mask. And it's like the greatest Kissinger impersonation ever.
Carpet bomb everybody.
Yeah, I am Dr. Henry Killinger, and this is my magic murder bag. It's fucking hilarious, bro. And then
It's fucking awesome.
Dude, Patrick Warburton plays Brock Sampson in that shit.
Yeah.
And he's just like
Yeah,
alpha
he's good,
70s complete alpha male bodyguard character, super spy.
Now you're making me want to watch this for sure.
Oh, dude, it's fucking hilarious. We're gonna have to do it.
Oh god,
he's special, man. He's a
Dude,
hilarious, dude.
I still love him as Joe Swanson on fucking Family Guy.
yeah.
Yo, they had a fucking episode of Family Guy.
Oh man,
where Joe was able to get a hard on again because Lois was like showing off her shit to him.
Oh my god, man.
Yeah, dude.
I've watched that show in years, dude.
That
like,
show is
like the fans of all the other cartoons always talk down on Family Guy, and I love South Park.
Oh, I don't know. I think Family Guy is hilarious, dude.
Yeah.
It is fucking amazing. It is got to, and it's also there have been episodes done in that show where I am totally going, I can't believe they allowed that on TV. I can't believe they did that.
Kevin, there's going to be a movie, and that's what's going to tie.
Oh my god,
for Venture Brothers,
incredible.
And that was the thing. Like, it got canceled, so like they were supposed to have another season to end things up, but now it's going to end up being a movie that they've had to like crowdfund. Yeah.
So okay, so they're going to try to have the movie to kind of wrap everything up with it and end it. Okay, that's pretty cool.
Real quick, like.
They had to crowdfund it. That blows, man.
Yeah. Shit, they had to crowdfund Super Troopers too. Remember that?
Did they really? Did they? I forgot about that. Did they really? They crowdfunded that too? Well,
yep. Super Troopers 2 was on fucking Kickstarter.
I had no idea.
You could be listed in the credits as a producer for like $1,000, I think.
That's crazy, dude. A long ass list of fucking producers because they paid $1,000.
I know, man.
Yeah.
We've got a badass to see your name up there, though. Movie credits. Oh man, I mean, it'd be cool for you because you know to look out for it. But other motherfuckers, they just leave the movie theater before it's even done.
Yeah, man, who are these idiots?
Yeah, fuck them. Read that shit.
And like the cool going back to Venture Brothers just a little bit, I'll fucking wrap it up in a sec. But the fucking cool thing about it is basically it's a Johnny Quest satire.
Yeah.
Oh man, I loved Johnny Quest when I was a kid. Dude, the cartoon was great, man.
Like when you first start watching the show, definitely Rusty is like Rusty the dad in the show is like a Johnny Quest like kind of character. But like the two kids are kind of like the Hardy Boys when it starts, so you have that kind of mix. Yeah. But like as it goes on, they introduce another character that really is Johnny Quest, and it's fucking hilarious. Like, and because it's made by the fucking Adult Swim, they had the rights to some of the old Johnny Quest shit. So like,
yeah, because they have all that Hanna-Barbera stuff.
Yeah, so
right.
Grace Bannon is in an episode.
They have Haji. They have Haji in it.
I think Haji had a cameo, but he was on the
fucking
phone
amazing.
Or some shit. And then there was they completely stole Dr. Zinn, like one of the main villains of Johnny Quest, and he's in it.
Oh, that's amazing, dude. God damn. That's hilarious, man. Shit. Yeah, Johnny Quest was great. That was another one that had some racially insensitive shit sometimes. It was. It definitely was.
Back when you could call an Asian person Oriental. You know what I mean?
I mean, Haji with the character he was. I felt like there was lots of like just fucked up things.
Oh, dude, when they had Johnny Quest and Haji on Harvey Birdman. I think it's the first episode of the fucking series. And Race Bannon and Dr. Benton Quest are fighting over custody for the boys. And
that's wonderful.
dude, I don't know how they got away with it, but Haji and that shit is like, yes, I owe Dr. Quest everything. I like him very much. Thank you. And that's all how he talks the whole thing, and that's all he'll say is yes.
Oh my
love Dr.
God.
Quest very much.
It's fucking hilarious, dude. They were, yeah. Remember, he could do like he would wear the turban, right? The turban wrap, the head wrap, right? And he could do like he would do like magic, mystical magic, zim, yeah, that zim salabam or some shit like that. So they basically just took a bunch of the Middle Eastern type of stereotypes and just fucking threw it together. Yeah,
dude,
do it in there.
Dude, as late as the 50s, I know for sure the 50s, and I'm pretty sure the 60s. Green Lantern had a fucking like supporting character named Pieface, who was a Inuit person of persuasion.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Person of persuasion. What is
what am I supposed to? I would try to say the right fucking thing.
That's so fucking hilarious, man.
Yeah, the neighbor in fucking whatchamacallit, Venture Brothers.
Yeah.
Is a Doctor Strange ripoff. His name is Dr. Orpheus.
Orpheus.
And like, dude, they have like a ripoff Blade, and then another dude who goes with them. They're called the Order of the Triad. We're gonna have to watch this fucking show. Yeah. Fuck it, yeah. Fucking Kevin keeps getting me to talk about it in the fucking chat. But
that's hilarious, dude. You're making me want to watch it. I'm gonna go look for it now.
Dude, we will.
Oh God.
But yo, another thing I saw that was recent was fucking Jenna Ortega on SNL. Did you see any of that?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Yep, I did.
I think she did good, man.
Dude, so I didn't. My kids watched the Wednesday show and like they fucking loved it, man. Sunny.
Yeah, she's.
Yo,
she did all right.
X fucking show, that Professor X sketch was fucking hilarious.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. She's a pretty talented kid, man. She's not bad. She's all right. I know. My son was I showed him the video of her being a presenter at the awards show, and her and her co-star, come out and they're doing the show together. They're presenting together, and they're kind of making a joke about I don't know why they put us together or something like. And RJ goes on, he looks and he goes, God, they're both fucking hot. I'm like, oh God, here we go. Is it just me? I'm by myself now.
God damn, let's try to take me off the air.
I'm about to say I'm all by myself. Oh no. No, you don't want me. You want me to run the show. I'll be like, I'll run this motherfucker right to the fucking ground.
Oh man.
Oh, where the fuck is Sam at? You must have to step away for a second.
Yeah, just for a second. Sorry about that, man. I hit the wrong
button on
the fucking thing.
That's all right, dude. I was like, I got nervous. Like, oh my God, no one's here. I'm all by myself, bucks. No, man, it's my son thinks she's hot though. He likes her. He's like, oh man. I told him, I said, she's a pretty young lady. You're right. She's really pretty. He's just like shaking his head. He's
Wednesday,
like,
and I really liked Wednesday. I thought
that
had the potential to shit a brick.
It did.
They did really well, and I was really concerned not about her, but them casting Fred Armisen as fucking Fester.
Me too. It was a little weird, but he did a good job. I thought he played he did a good Fester, Uncle Fester. I thought even the actor. I mean, the actor they had for Gomez. I thought did okay because he was. There's been different interpretations of Gomez Adams anyway over the years. He fit one of the interpretations pretty well. So I was like, all right, yes, he does. Yeah.
And I think by the point where you see Fester in the series, like you're kind of already bought into it.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah,
that helped. Yeah, like seeing the casting's one thing, but then like once you watch the series,
No, she did. She did a good job too. I mean, I gotta admit.
Dude, I agree with your son, Rush. She's bad, boy.
Yeah. He definitely was pretty compliment.
Bad.
Archie doesn't compliment like
She's in the
Archie
new
doesn't say that
Scream,
kind of
too.
stuff too often about females. When he said that, I was like, all right, damn.
She's getting,
Yeah.
She's getting
Yes.
a good little resume for herself as an actor.
Yeah,
dude, and I
she
think
is.
Coming off of this, she'll probably it'll just kind of go up from here, man. Good for her. She did a good job in that show. She's good from what I've seen.
I know they're doing another season of it. I don't know when the next season's going to be out though, but I think they're supposed to be. I don't know if they have started shooting or if they're still in the pre-production portion of it right now.
Like my kids started watching it, and then like Jackie was like, "Wait, do you think they can watch this?" Like, and I was like, "They've already seen all the bad shit. Like, it's too late."
Yeah, it's in.
Yo, something else I just wanted to mention. Fucking Lance Reddick passed.
Oh yeah.
Really? I didn't know. I didn't even know
Yeah,
that
man. Fucking Daniels from The Wire. But like, here's the big thing, bro. He was the main bad guy dragon in Vox Machina.
Oh, are you kidding me? No shit.
Yeah, so they're gonna have to recast. Yeah, they're gonna have to recast for the next season.
He did a bunch of video game stuff, didn't he? Too.
Yeah,
I think he did. Yeah,
Destiny.
Yeah, that was the one that I saw a bunch of stuff about. Like,
yeah.
A lot of people were. He did some other stuff. I think Titanfall. He was like some game. Maybe it was Destiny. He was the Titan, and then there was some other shit that he did. But yo, I never knew he was as funny as he was. I'd only seen that old Funny or Die Toys R Us fucking skit.
Yeah.
But then, like, when he died, like, one of the tributes to him, they posted, he was on the fucking Eric Andre show with Andre and Hannibal Buress.
Show, man. That
shit was like, so good, I want to be fucking LeVar Burton. Dude, that show, well, it's hard to watch sometimes, but I'd recommend that to anybody. The Eric Andre shows, he's hilarious. But yeah, that dude is funny. He's gonna be missed, man. Yeah,
that's wild. They, I mean, obviously it was suddenly. I mean, pretty sudden.
60 years old.
60.
Yeah. Did they say what it was for killed him, or
I
didn't
see in the first articles. They may have come out with something afterwards, but I didn't see it first.
Shit. That's terrible news, man.
How close do y'all follow the NBA?
Oh man, pretty loosely.
Yeah, not super hard. I mean, I start watching NBA basketball in the playoffs. That's usually when I get if I catch a game, it's in the playoffs.
Well,
being a Wizards fan, it's hard.
Y'all know who the Golden State Warriors are, right?
Yeah, we know who I'm sure we all know who the Golden State Warriors are. Yeah, they're the team that's. Yeah, I mean they've probably won the most championships over the last like maybe 5 to 10 years, 8 years, something like that. Yeah, I mean they've been in the mix.
They have a young player named Andrew Wiggins.
Yes, I know who I've heard.
Who has been out for the last 13, 14, 15 games.
Okay.
All people will say is it's a serious personal issue.
Oh wow. Okay.
A rumor. Again, this is an alleged rumor.
Okay.
I have no idea of knowing that this is true or not. This is just what is being said. They're saying that he has 2 children with this woman. Neither one of the children is his, and she's been cheating on him the whole time, and they were just about to get married.
Oh, that, you know what? I mean, God, dude. Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm not trying to defend an NBA basketball player because I know the reputation of NBA players. Most pro athletes, let's be honest, they have this reputation of basketball players, big time, of just banging chicks a lot, right? But I gotta. There are some that are not doing that. There's got to be some that aren't doing that. Okay, some that are trying to have a relationship, with one woman and be monogamous, right? It fucking burns my ass when I hear a story like that. And that bitch has probably been carrying on like these kids are his. She probably
this is allegedly.
Yeah, well, allegedly carrying on like they're his kids. And that's terrible, man. So what the rumor is that he's taking time off to handle this business.
Man. Could you imagine that though? These kids are like that young age, but you've already bonded to them, and like,
dude. And now you find out they're not your kids, and now you got to kind of you got to break that bond. Well, I mean, you don't have to break the bond, but most men are gonna want to do that,
Yeah.
because you don't want to give that bitch child support. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm probably gonna get beat up for that, but I'm just be honest. If they're not your kids, that's just crap. But there are some places, man, where if you've been in their lives for so long, they don't give a fuck.
You're liable.
You're liable. They're your kids. That's it.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell? How is that?
Yeah.
But whatever. Yeah, that's a shame though, because in the end, those kids are the ones that are going to suffer for all that.
Yeah.
If that's true.
Yeah.
If that's true, but that sucks, man. I knew who Andrew Wiggins is though. I mean, he's super. He's not like a major popular player, but he's popular enough.
No, he did. He fucking came into his own in the finals last year.
Yeah. Definitely. That's that man. That's
he was
he
was a major reason why the Warriors beat the Celtics.
Mm-hmm.
And then bringing it back to my Celtics again. Paul Pierce commented on the Andrew Wiggins thing, and he's like, and all he said was, "Please tell me this isn't true." And everybody went for his throat, like talking about the wheelchair game, how he shit himself in another game. And,
Like, just relax. Relax.
It's funny, dude. You can't.
I hope this shit ain't true. And they're like, "Didn't you shit your pants, motherfucker?"
It's if you gotta watch it, because some people get so defensive of one person, and he didn't even criticize him. All he said was, "I hope this isn't true." Good God, it's like attack right away.
Empathizing with the young brother,
Yeah, man. That's incredible, dude. That's fucking funny. Attack him. Yeah, you shit yourself. Shut up.
So
okay, man. I can just imagine somebody saying that, dude. Man, fuck you. You shit yourself. You ain't hear nobody. So you can't have an opinion on anything.
Oh man.
Oh God, dude.
So, are we gonna see Rodgers to the Jets too?
Yeah, I think that's happening. And that right now they're still trying to work out compensation. I mean, he's pretty much there. He's going to go. They're just that. From what I understood, the Packers are trying to get a haul, much the same as what Detroit got for Matthew Stafford.
Yeah,
but the Jets are trying to say, no. He's a lot older than Stafford, and their argument is he's better than Stafford. And I'm sure their argument's gonna be, well, he does. You're trying to get rid of him, so we know we're gonna pay him so much for him, So it's the back and forth that's going on right now, And I mean, and I'm not trying to do it, but the fucking Eagles have been working, baby, working. They lost some players, but they got some players, and we is in the house, we're banging, man. I'm loving it. We might end up with a better defense next year than we had this year. It's going to be insane. Get ready. Super Bowl again. Hopefully we don't lose again, though.
Dude, let's be honest here, though. I don't think you would have came out of the NFC if Brock wasn't injured.
Oh, that's not true. I think they would have.
I don't think
Brock
so.
He don't play defense. How can you say that? He don't play defense.
He plays the most important position in all of professional sports.
Listen, their defense could not stop Philly's offense at all. Like, at all, dude.
He plays the most important position
How the fuck are you gonna tell him
of team sports?
How in the fuck are you going to tell me that? You think I don't know how important that position is?
So if you take away a significant player and go to your third string now,
fourth string.
I'm sorry,
he was the third. Yeah, he was the third string. Yep. But no, let's say what it is. They knocked him out. They knocked him out of the game because he's a bitch. Can't take the heat. So they had to bring limp arm ass Purdy back in. And he couldn't throw the ball. So you know what? That's not the Eagles' problem. That's their problem. Get yourself some quarterbacks that can hold up better. Have you ever noticed that about the 49ers? Every fucking year they have quarterback injuries. Every year, dude. It's amazing. Yeah. They're as good as they are with the quarterback injuries that they've had. I'm shocked by it. But I don't think they beat us with Purdy. No way. They're not beating us with. I think the game would have been closer. I will say that. I think they would have scored some more points, but they wouldn't win in that game. Their defense couldn't do shit against us. Nothing. That badass defense. We ran all over them. And I know EE is gonna bring up some shit. I know EE talk some shit. I know, but EE, you watched that game too. Everyone watched that game, and Philly's offense fucked them up. They couldn't handle shit. Their defense is not that great. It's not as good as people thought it was. Just like Philly's defense wasn't as good as we thought it was against the fucking Chiefs. We got our asses handed to us too. Man. So, well, not really. It was a 3-point game, but whatever. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, it was tight.
It was tight. I'm not gonna say we got bad, but
the Browns restructured Watson's contract too. Did you see that?
They had to, man. They got to. Yeah, you understand what the Browns are thinking right now. Why the fuck did we do this? We do that. And you know what the rest of the NFL is thinking? Why the fuck did you do that? Because now we got Lamar Jackson wanting a fully guaranteed deal, and the Ravens are going, no. But the Browns gave Watson that, and they're like, we're not the Browns. They weren't gonna do that. Dude, it's crazy, man. I think the rest of the NFL is pissed at the Browns. I'm telling you, they're mad as shit at them. You dirty motherfuckers! What did you do? What's really funny is they're not the first team. And we
released Clowney too.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that.
To fucking pack up and walk.
All right, so I don't know. It was time.
He was
for Clowney.
Being a clown.
It's time for him. Dude, he's never meant to stay with a team very long. He's just not. He's one of those players that's gonna, jump from team to team, get paid where he can. He'll ring chase. That's what he'll do. He'll ring chase. He'll try to jump on a team that he thinks has a chance to win. That's the Super Bowl.
He came to the Browns because he thought it was gonna be smooth sailing next to fucking Myles Garrett.
Yeah. I think he thought he would.
Myles Garrett's production went down with him on the other side because he wasn't as good.
I don't think them.
I think Clowney is one of the biggest first round busts of all time.
I think here's what it is. Myles Garrett, that deserves a double team. I think Clowney can be handled with a good O lineman. It's no big deal. 1-on-1. He's not that much of a threat. I mean, he'll get through occasionally. Yeah. I'm sure he'll get a sack occasionally and stuff like that. He will. But he's nobody to be afraid of, man. I agree with you about Clowney. I think he is a bust. Dude, I think you could say he's a bust.
He was the number 1 overall pick, wasn't he? That year?
Was he number 1 overall? I don't remember.
He was either first or third.
But I don't. He's just not. I remember him coming. Wasn't he the one in college that he wouldn't play Texas, I believe, right? He wouldn't. Yeah, he wouldn't play. He played at South Carolina, right? I can't remember where he played it but I remember I remembered him saying basically he's like
South Carolina, my bad.
South Carolina, okay. I thought I remember they were going to a bowl game and he's like, I'm not playing that bowl game. He's like, I'm going pro, dude. I'm not playing that bowl game, hurt myself like that. And all of a sudden, and they're like, well, all these other players are doing, all the players are doing that shit now. They're like, nah, I'm not gonna play in a bowl game. It's like, dude, come on, man. Because all these other members of your team, man, they need you to help, and you're just gonna go, nah, I'm going pro. I'm possibly gonna be the number 1 overall pick. I'm not playing that game is useless to me.
Yeah, dude, he was the first overall in 2014.
Was he? Was the first overall? Okay, I couldn't remember.
Yeah, remember, dude? It was him, David Carr, and Mario Williams.
Oh wow, that's amazing.
Yeah,
I do remember Mario Williams. I do remember him. I thought. I mean, he's had an okay career, but I thought he would be better too than he turned out to be. I mean, but we'll probably have some busts in this draft. I'm worried about Jalen Carter, dude. I'm concerned about him. Because they say his pro day, he looked like shit, dude. He did not look good in his pro day.
There was some record-breaking D tackle that ran like a 4.3 or some shit too, wasn't there?
I think that was Nolan. I think it might be Nolan Smith. It might have been Nolan Smith. I'm not sure. No, Nolan Smith was the edge rusher. as another D tackle. There was. I remember there being a fast D tackle that ran a quick 40, but there was a lot of guys that probably helped themselves at the combine. But most of these guys, you know what you're getting anyway. It's fine. They're I don't know. I like there's a lot of good defensive backs coming out this year. It's going to be pretty good, and some good running backs. So it'd be nice.
We go for like an hour and 45 minutes already, and
that's fine.
We started later than usual. We're usually hanging up by now. So do you guys want to go ahead and pop off and get a hangout going?
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Let's do that.
Yeah, man. I see Kevin in here. He's active, so we'll see him in the hangout too, hopefully, and everybody else.
Sounds good, man.
If you want to start it, because I'm not sure how late I can stay up tonight. I got to do some shit in the morning, and there'll be a link. There'll be a link somewhere.
All right,
man. I love y'all. Thank everybody again for being in the chat and watching.
Yeah, man. Thanks for hanging, guys.
Yeah, as we say every week, peace, love, and hair grease. We're out.
Sir.
Later.